Hey guys, happy Friday. I'm a little bit late because I thought I have 5 minutes. I'm just going to quickly try and convert my card to US size, and that was a bit silly. Oh, whoops. Because it was a little more complicated than I thought, and so it did not happen. And I will have to. I'll show you what I did, but I will definitely still convert the measurements. It's not that hard. Well, it will be converted, but I will show you what happened. After I just whip up a template, and you cannot do that in 2 minutes. It takes a little bit longer than 2 minutes to convert sizes from metric to imperial. So I thought, yeah, I'll do that quickly in 2 minutes. So that's why I'm a couple minutes late. Hi Sharon, hi Jamie. Yeah, so that's why I'm a couple minutes late, because I had grandiose ideas of doing something that really could not be done in 2 minutes. Hey Jenny. So I have one dog in here. Hey Sue, because Thor likes to sit with his head outside the door so he could watch everyone in the house. And I was like, I'm shutting the door so I can't hear everyone else out there. So you need to be in or out, dude. So hopefully he doesn't whinge and want to go out the other side of the house. And I just realised I didn't switch it to 5G, so I've got it on Wi-Fi, so hopefully the boys don't suck all the internet. Yes, do you know, Jamie, I do not love purple. I don't craft with purple that often, and I went to town with the purple today. So I've got a story about that in a minute. So I have a little, today I'm crafting with, and I will show you the magics on the inside. So I have been sitting on, so this is the, I never introduce myself when I start these videos. So for people that are watching that haven't watched me before, I'm Kayla, and I am from Tasmania, which is the little island at the bottom of Australia, which is really funny. I only say it's funny because I sometimes watch Dina from, I think she lives in Idaho, Iowa, in the US, and she always says it's so funny, Tasmania. But yes, I live in Tasmania in Australia. So, and I am a Stampin' Up demonstrator. So, this is the mini catalogue that is current until the end of April. And I was a bit late on getting this suite, but it's the Perennial Lavender suite. It reminds me of my grandmother, who is no longer here, but she used to love lavender. She had those little sachets of potpourri or potpourri, however you want to say it, but lavender everywhere. So, and I don't know, we're all talking about Taylor Swift. I don't know if there's people that either want to hear her name or people that do want to hear her name right now, but doesn't she sing that song about lavender haze? So there is a piece of paper in here that I just think of that song when I see the piece of paper. I am not necessarily, I'm not really a Swiftie. I like some of her music, but I just think of that song. You love Tay Tay, Sharon. I feel sorry for all the people that have lined up for hours at the moment in Melbourne or whatever to get into her concerts. I can't think of anything worse than being all the dedication, I say, to the people that are doing that right now. I'm not that dedicated. Yes, Jamie, my nan did that when she died. We had to clean out her house. I found lavender everywhere, definitely. So that's why when I was looking at this suite, I just thought of my nan. So it's a mega suite. It comes with, a lot of people had the same pain. Jamie, I know that my best friend is she got VIP tickets by using an Amex card or something. So she was able to book them before they went on sale to the public or something or other, but she paid a lot of money for tickets. Like crazy amount of money. But yeah, it's crazy. Yes, so this is a mega sweet. So it comes with two bundles, and I have them in front of me. So this is the painted lavender bundle. So this one comes with the images of the lavender and the beautiful dyes. I love that the lavender has the beautiful lavender images, but it also has some dyes that don't necessarily match the stamps, so they cut on their own, which I've used in my card today as well. But it also has, and I've got, you don't want to see honestly my desk right now, I've got like a Leaning Tower of Pisa of stamps, but it also has this really cool bundle, which I'm loving. I love the sentiments in this perennial postage set. I don't know why, I'm just really drawn to these particular sentiments. I think I can see myself using these ones a lot. I've been using them, not even using this suite, I've been grabbing them a lot. So but the really cool thing is these dyes, I can see them being really versatile. I've used them quite a bit already. They're fantastic, and these bits I didn't notice that they make little tags. I might have to give you a sneak peek of something as well. I agree, they are a really nice font. I will show you a sneak peek of something else. I love this, You Mean the World to Me. There's a Happy Mother's Day in there. They're just really versatile. So that's one of the other bundles, and I've used both of them. Me too, I really love a good, my daughter got a ticket by default. My son didn't want to accompany his wife to, oh wow, that is a great way of getting a ticket. So it comes with as a DSP as well as these really cute embellishments. So it's got these really cool purple gems, sparkly gems, and these laser cut butterflies. Now, they don't look like much, but you get I think it's 40. Yeah, there's 40 in here. I'm loving them. So I used them last week in the watermelon card that I did as well. They are quite delicate, but you get, what's in here? 3, 4, 5 different, 5 different types of butterfly in there, and there's heaps. There's 40 different butterflies in there, and they are only $14. So $14 for 40 different. Hey, Narelle. Yeah, so you get 40 different butterflies. Really cool. So that is the suite I'm using, and you get a closer up look of the bundles on this page here. So I thought that was super cool. By the way, if you wanted to get, if this really tickles your fancy, the whole suite, to get two bundles, the DSP, the butterflies and the gems, it is $221. You'd be crazy not to join, because to join Stamping Up at the moment, it's $169. So you can actually get that for $169 and get the glass mat. Don't be a Narelle. Get the glass mat. I love you, Narelle. Get the glass mat for free with that. So don't pay $221, pay $169, get the glass mat for free with that, because that's a joining offer. And you still would get an extra, I'm no good at maths, I did all at school, but you get an extra, what is it, $235, so you get an extra just over $10 to spend as well. So yeah, it's super cool. So you'd get an extra just over $10 to spend. You get this, you get the free glass mat. So you'd be crazy. I know, Narelle. You're not going to speak to me on stage, I know. Yes, so you'd be crazy not to join. So if this really tickles your fancy, join my team. I'd love to have you if you're in Australia, or if you're in somewhere else, definitely consider joining if you love this, because it is definitely worth it. You don't have to sell, you don't have to take it up as a business. You can just get your products cheaper. Hell, that's one of my favourite things about this. I still love getting my products at a discount. Me too, Jamie. Was out of stock. Oh, you've got to put another. Oh, there's nothing wrong with putting another order in now. So that is the enough about the lavender sweater. I don't think there was anything that matched with it in Celebration. But obviously there is the glass mat special, just because Narelle wants to hear more about it. But I did have a little leaflet which I have been sharing in my live videos, which talks a little bit about why joining is the best option, because you do get that discount on all your future. You'll take me down. Bring it on, Narelle, bring it on. So you get that discount on all your orders, on future orders, and you get the free postage on the kit. You get to attend Stamping Up events. So on stage, which Narelle and I are talking about, that is a demonstrator event that we attend, and we get to craft together and talk about this amazing hobby, and all be an amazing community of friends. So yes, and you also get all my tutorials for free. So that's not these tutorials that I give as part of my Friday lives. I actually also have Global Creative Project. I don't know why I struggle with that acronym. And yeah, so and you also get the free glass mat, or you can choose $51 in extras. So that's only until the end of February, and the links are in the video description. But that is all there. But also Celebration, they have added some more products to that. So that's the time is running out. There's only, I think I said there was 20 more days last week, so there's definitely a lot less now. I'm sure the girls on here would. You're gonna steal one at on stage. I would pay to see that, Narelle. You would love to see that, Sue. Well, I think it's exactly 2 weeks until the 1st of March. So yeah, we only have 2 weeks left. There's the February host code if you order with me. I've got a whole pile of paperwork here. So don't forget orders, when you order with me, to use the host code, which is also in the video description. If you're watching the replay, it should be in the video description, because I always give a free gift and the tutorial with a handmade card for those that order. Get yourself banned from future events. Oh, you're going to be banned. You're going to be barred from the artisan team, Narelle. Goodness me. Going to need a bigger handbag. Oh, look, Cheryl, you are on it. 13 days left of Celebration. Cheryl is so much more organised than I am. Do you know, yesterday, this is how embarrassing it is. I asked Adam how old I was. Now, I'm born in 1990. This is how embarrassing it gets. I'm born on the decade, and I said the reason I couldn't work it out is because I'd forgotten what year it was. So I turned around to him and I said, how old am I? And then I couldn't work it out. I couldn't even remember what year it was. So I am no good at organisation or memory. So don't expect me to remember who you are, because I don't even know what year it is. Okay. So I've got myself excused there. Yeah, exactly, Jamie. It's on the best day. I can't say we're born in the same year, but definitely on the best day. Don't even know how old I am. So I think I worked out that I'm 34 this year. Yes! Yes, Cheryl knows how old I am. I think it's because Cheryl has a daughter the same age. Hello, Julie. I make you feel old. So there is more. These online exclusives are only, and I don't have them yet because postage to Tasmania is so slow. I only live at the bottom of Australia, but that little strait is somehow, it's the Bermuda Triangle. Somehow things get lost in there and takes forever to come. Yes. We are like literally 2 months apart. Yes, I do. I go with the years through, so it should be easy for me to remember how old I am, but I don't. I couldn't even remember what year it was, so I didn't remember how old I was, which is really, really sad. Yeah, I do need to move to the mainland, Narelle, so things take forever. I ordered these ages ago and they're still not here. And I'm seeing everyone create with these beautiful products, and I don't have them yet. So these are only available to demonstrators at the moment, but you can get them. So if you're not a demonstrator and you have seen sneak peeks of these beautiful, they're called zinnia. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And there's also one that's not pictured in here, and it's the cafe latte or something. It's coffee related. I also have that on the way. You can get it. Just join and get the free glass mat. And you can also add these to your starter kit. So just ask me how. Send me a message and you can add these to your starter kit. So you can get cool stuff and before it's even released to the general public, and add it to your starter kit. So do that. And if you do it before February ends, you can also place an order at a discount, get free celebration stuff on your order at a discount. So really cool. Anyway, enough chit chat. I'm going to show you cool stuff. I'm going to move all that out of the way. So this is the beautiful paper. I'll show you. This is the first time I had used it, and Julie, I saw you use it in your video the other day, and oh my goodness, it does to me all the time. Oh yes, because Michelle, you're in Devonport, aren't you? Look, I live in Burnie now, which it takes even longer, I swear. She can move back to Brisbane. I am a Queensland girl at heart. So Megan probably has dibs. Built-in friends. So yes, this one is very pretty. The colours, I do like the Lost Lagoon, and I think it's shaded spruce. But I'll show you which one reminds me of Taylor Swift. It's not this one. I don't know what colour this is because it's not, I don't think it's crumb cake, but it's very, very pretty. Like as I said, I'm not a purple girl at all, but it's very, very pretty. And I've not normally liked paper like this, so I was very intrigued. So this one, I don't know why, I just want to sing Taylor Swift's song that has something about lavender in it. And that's how much I know about Taylor Swift. I don't even know what the song is called. But I have used, so this is the paper featured in today's card. Both sides. I featured this side and I have featured this side, so you will see. But I feel a scrapbooking page, I said it, I feel a scrapbooking page coming up with this one, and there is a reason for that, so stay tuned. So that's the paper that I will be featuring today, and yes, I do, I'm a bit stingy, I keep all these little scraps. Okay, so I'm going to show you the card. I do have all these little pieces pre-cut, but this is the card. So I've got it pre-tied. I'm just going to, you were singing Harry Styles, so my card's now going to have a song theme. Okay, so it's got a bow, and I wasn't going to add ribbon, but I kind of had to because it became bulky, so it needed something to tie it and keep it shut. So I couldn't remember the name of these folds, but so this one opens up and it becomes a little, what do they call these? Box of flowers, a flower box, box of flowers, flower box, whatever you want to call them. So it was super easy to make. I just wanted to, when I saw this suite, I was remembering my nan. Oh goodness, I just drank fizzy drink. Oh my goodness, well it's mineral water. Full heads up. I've had a gastric sleeve, so it's got the bubbles that got stuck. Okay, so oh goodness. Whew. Okay, so they're actually super easy to make, but I tied the ribbon, so I put a layer of the DSP on the back as well as on the front to hide that ribbon, because I found that if I didn't have ribbon, the card was just going to sit, it doesn't matter too much, but the card will just sit a little bit open because of the bulk. I mean, I like to sit a fair bit of stuff in my cards. I mean, I didn't add any embellishments. I could go to town, couldn't I? So anyway, enough fluffing about. I'm going to get started before it gets too dark here. And this is my attempt at making a template for imperial measurements. So I cut the, what do they call these? 5.5 by 4.25. And then I cut one a bit smaller. I just have to jig this up to make it work and then work out the box detail, okay? And then I will pop this in the PDF so that there is imperial measurements. So I will pop imperial measurements in the PDF because I have in the PDF done a little template for the measurements. So you don't have to screenshot this if you don't want to, because I will have it in the PDF, but this has got all the score lines and the cutting lines and whatever in metric, but hopefully I can work that out in imperial as well. Super professional. Oh, I'm not professional at all, Jamie. I'm far from professional, but I try and make it easy if I can. And yes, so I've got that done. So I've done a little bit ahead of time, so because I like to talk too much. So what you need is a card base. This is just a standard card base, and I've chosen crumb cake. Just say thanks. Yeah, I know. Do you know I'm really bad at that. I always put myself down, and so thank you so much for saying that, Jamie. I said that recently to someone. I said, I actually don't accept compliments and I feel rude. Okay, so now I'm off track. Okay, so I've got a normal size card base, and then I have cut this one. So I pulled out my measurement list so that I can know what measurements I'm saying, because I will never remember them off the top of my head. So basically you just want a smaller card base to go on the inside. And this is the one we're going to cut to have our pop out flower box. So this one is actually just cut a bit smaller. So for mine, I cut it at 14.5 by 20.6 centimeters and scored it at 10.3. And now we're going to do the cutting. So I'm going to bring my trimmer in. I didn't want to cut this ahead of time because I wanted to cut it with you. And now I'm going to make sure I pulled the right one, because wouldn't that be embarrassing if I cut the actual card base? Oh, thanks, Jamie. You're so lovely. Now, the actual template makes it look like you have to score it like it's out like this and score it on, or cut, sorry, on, oh, wow, I actually am going to cut then. All these centimeters. do you do inches, Megan? So it makes you, it look like you have to cut each side. You could do that, but I actually find it easier to do it in one go. So we're going to cut 4 centimeters up from the base. Now I'm getting all flustered for some reason. I don't know why. Goodness me. No, it's all good. Okay, so we're going to go 4 centimeters up from the base. So what I find it easiest to do, I'm hoping the trimmer is in place, but don't get me started in quarters, etc. That is true. My borders are 1/8 of an inch. Yeah, see, I used to do inches, and then I converted to, I can do both. I can do both, but for the sake of tutorials, I do centimeters because I'm in Australia, so I do it in centimeters for here, but I do both. So I'm going to line this up in my trimmer at 4 centimeters because I want it to start 4 centimeters from where the card is at the bottom. And then I want my cut to be 4 centimeters. So these trimmers from Stampin' Up are the bomb. So hello from Germany, Regina. Oh my gosh, so I want to actually make the cut 4 centimeters. Now I don't want to get my head right in the way, but I want to, the reason I love these trimmers is this score blade will line up with the 4 centimeters. So I'm just going to hope that that's in the right spot because I don't want to get my head right in the way. So then I'm going to move this, why am I getting so flustered today? 4, 5, so now we want to go 4, 5, 6, 7, 7.5. So we want to, it's going to have 3.5 in between. So I want the box width to be 3.5 centimeters. So it needs to go to 7.5 centimeters. We're going to line it up there. And then we're going to go back along. Oh, that moved a little bit. It's all right. 4. And then we can pull that out, I think. I think that's all the cutting done. And then I'm going to place my score blade in. Now, I found it easiest just to eyeball this bit. So I can see along the track my 2 cut marks there. And I'm just going to eyeball and line my score blade up with those cut lines. You actually don't have to do that at all. You can just bend it backwards and forwards. But I found it easiest to do this. So I'm literally just adding a score line. I found it helped with the box bit. So now I have a little box that pops out like that. And then what you can do is once you get it popped out, fold it on itself like this. I'm an inches go. Lynn, I'm actually going to, so I've got my little template here on the PDF. So this is a imperial card. On the PDF that I release, I'm going to have inches and an imperial measurement when I do the PDF, which will hopefully be tomorrow. So yes, I do have you guys in mind because I realise this wouldn't work for those that do imperial. Yes, so I'm just going to bend those back and give them a good score. Like this. And then we've got our box. Oh, really? Pop-up storybooks. Where did you get the white tape measure for the trimmer, please? The white tape measure, as in just this bit on the white line. I literally just stuck tear and tape just so I could get, just so I could see the measurements. But I know some people don't like to use tear and tape and they use white cardstock. Mine's just tear and tape. So I just stuck some of this behind the back here just so it I could see, because they're really hard to see. Okay, so now what we can do is I want to stick some paper to the backs of these pieces. So, and then I'm going to do my little flap pieces. So here I have cut these to the same size as my flap, but I like to just cut them to the same size and then trim them down if I need to. So they are 3.5 by 4. And then I'm going to use my little guillotine and I'm just going to eyeball it and see if it needs to be trimmed. So I'm just going to trim a little bit off the top there. Sometimes it'll need trimming, sometimes it won't. Let's have a look at this one. So I think I called mine the flower box card on the template. I was like, I don't know what to call this fold. I've kind of seen one before. I may have made one before. I don't know. I can't. My memory's shocking. I think it goes that way. Okay, so that should be pretty good. Now I'm going to grab my. I know I had one of them sitting somewhere on my desk. Where did it go? Honestly, I have stuff sitting out everywhere. I've got my crumb cake ink pad. And I know that I had a, oh, it's up here. I've got my whole container of sponge daubers. My crumb cake one is what I want. Because I use my daubers if I'm just doing a small piece like this. So I'm just going to add a little bit of ink just to the edges of these little bits of DSP, just to give them a little bit of a vintage vibe. Good morning, Rebecca. What time is it there? Yeah, Lynn, it's really handy, isn't it, putting the tear and tape? It's so much easier to see the trimmer, I think. I cannot see. I've got 2 LED lights in here and I still can't see. Mind you, I need to invest in some better lighting for in here. Okay, so I've got that, which is going to pop out, and that's going to create a cute little box. But then I need to do my flaps. So, oops. I've taken these 2 pieces, and these are cut to 4 by 2.5, and does anyone else's scoring blade always fall out? So annoying. I've lined them up on the short side, and I'm just going to give them a bit of a score at 1 centimetre. Thor is fast asleep on my floor, so hopefully he doesn't start snoring. Although he's not really the snorer, that's Loki. You're awake now. So I'm just going to fold those over and give them a little bit of a reinforcement. Oh, it's 8:37. Yeah, it's nice and early. It's a worldwide live. So I'm just going to put those together. So I'm just going to line up the score lines. And the reason I'm going to do this is because I want to cut the angles at the same angle. So I'm just going to cut and cut. Wipe that on the floor. Sometimes the dogs eat the scraps for some reason because they're a little bit weird. Whatever floats their fancy. I might actually do the same. I couldn't remember if I did or not, but you know, it creates a nice vintage vibe. So actually, oh wow, I've been tidy and I put stuff away. I'm going to move that drink because, do you know, I was creating cards on the weekend and I had 3:40, as in the morning or in the afternoon, Lynn? I spilt drink all over my desk and it was all over that beautiful bee paper. Lucky I saved most of it, but it was, I was just like, I was doing a fold and it was one of those folds where I should have stepped away a little bit because, oh, by the way, I'm putting shaded spruce just a little bit on the flaps because I use so much sweet sorbet cardstock trying to get this fold right, and I was like, I should just step away, and I ended up spilling a drink over everything. Okay, so I'm just going to put a little bit of glue just on the back side of that flap and just pull up that box bit and stick it underneath. And I'll do the same on this side. Now I found that you need just a touch of glue just underneath here just to help hold that down there, but I sort of want to keep a little bit of it still. I don't want it to be flat, so I'm just keeping those little ends up there. Now before I adhere this to the card, oh wow, Lynn, it's 9:40 a.m. in Germany. I do need a drink holder. The boys have got those on their gaming desks. Okay, so I'm going to take some crumb cake before I adhere this to the inside of my card. Actually, I'm going to use my trendy glass mat, and I'm just going to add some crumb cake just to the edges. So I'm working on something exciting, by the way, and I'm hoping that everyone's going to love it. Lots of people have been asking me. I can't tell you everything because I don't know how long it's going to take yet. It's a bit of a project. Lots of people have been asking me if I do classes. But I am working on a project, and more will be revealed soon, but I'm very excited about it. So lots is happening in the background. I've been a busy bee. I recently bought from IKEA a cup holder which clamps onto your desk. Oh, I will have to check that out, Rebecca. The glass mountain's over it. Don't know why, Narelle. 11 degrees Celsius and raining. Oh. Yeah, we don't always get the same things, do we, Jamie? But hey, guess what? I don't even have IKEA where I live. That's silly straight. Okay, so I've popped that, and then I'm just going to add a little bit of pecan pie. So I've got a pecan pie Stampin' Right marker, which I'm getting very messy with. And I've got that all over the tip of the marker, so I'm just going to clean that up. Now I'm going to adhere that now, because I think that was all I did before. Just going to double check. Yes. So now I can adhere that to the inside of the card, because that was all the prep I needed to do. So all you do now is I'm going to use liquid adhesive. You could use tearing tape or your choice of adhesive, but do not add adhesive to the back of this box. Do you say it's raining in Brisbane? Oh, it's been actually a hot, sunny day here in Tassie. It was quite warm today. Megan, I tried to pay my son. I tried to pay Elijah to cut lots of dies for my onstage swaps. There was a lot, I'll give him that, but he cut 2 and started crying. So I said I would give him $30 for his game if he cut. Sorry, I shouldn't laugh, but it was a lot of scissors from the Crafting Forever dies, and he in the die cut machine. And so I'm just lining that up. You want to make sure that the score lines match. So on the center fold, make sure it's all even. And that's why I do like using glue, by the way, because you do have that moment to shuffle it around. Once you're happy, and folding it down will also get that to a, like if you fold it down, it will also move and adjust it to that score line. So you want to do that before the glue sets and give that score line a good burnish. Lost all my words. I can't remember how old I am. So yeah, so I was getting him to do that, and honestly he started crying and he goes, I just can't do this, can I have another job? I still want $30. It was really, really funny. No Aldi, no IKEA, no Costco. I mean, is it $17.88 there? Yeah, see, Michelle knows. She's like, we don't have much here. I'm not kidding. We don't even have Big W up. You have to drive to the other end of the state for Big W. I'm still in shorts and tee in January. How many swaps do you need to make? So you don't even have to do swaps. It's completely optional, and there's no set amount you have to make. You can make however many you want. Oh, you'll get one, Narelle. We don't have anything. No BW. I know, Megan. They are so mean. Like, they won't help with anything. They want me to cook their dinner and clean for them. Like, seriously. Okay, so the next bit, I've got the basics done. So I want to do, I've got the mechanism done. So now I'm going to show you, I have done the prep. Oh my gosh, Megan. Oh goodness. I'll have to show the pile of cutouts. I will, and I can't believe you've already done your socks, Christine. I did die cut out the scissors, and there is a lot there. but I will show the die cut scissors, but I don't actually know what I'm doing yet. I just die cut out a bunch of scissors. And the reason for that is because my team name is the Golden Scissor Craft Club. So that's why, that's the theme behind the scissors. Okay, so I have pre-done some bits and pieces. So you will need to cut, I've got, how many of these have I got? 5 of this beautiful die cut here in shaded spruce. And then I have got 5 of this beautiful one, and that is cut out of the Berry Burst Soft Shimmer paper. Now the soft shimmer paper is this gorgeous stuff. I love it. It comes in Berry Burst, Lost Lagoon, Bubble Bath, Pretty Peacock, and I think that's Night of Navy. I absolutely love it. You've done 35. Wow. I did cut them in gold, Jamie, but they're also going to be colourful. And then we are going to do these 5 are cut out of Fluid 100 watercolour paper. Now I'm confusing myself because I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, you need 6 of those, but I've left one blank because I'm going to colour it with you. I pre-coloured to save time. And then we're going to do some stamping. I've stamped them all, but I'm going to stamp one to show you how I've stamped it. So you've made 40 3D projects. I have nearly finished cutting DSP for 30. Have color. Oh my gosh, you guys are making me feel great. So that's all the pre-work I've done. So I'm going to show you first how I've done this because the reason I didn't do it ahead of time is I thought, oh, I've done kind of like some multicolored stamping. So I thought I'd show you how I did it. So first of all, I have used the Painted Lavender set, and all I did was I thought I'd show you what you need to first, and I'm going to, lucky I do have this because I really should just, I'm going to screenshot the video to show in the directions what you do need to do, what you need to stamp. But I have stamped the butterfly twice in Berry Burst, but I also stamped this little bunch here in Shaded Spruce. And this stem here I stamped in Lost Lagoon. But the actual lavender itself, I've stamped this big bunch here in a mixture of Gorgeous Grape and Fresh Freesia. But these cute little, these are 2-step stamps. So the big bunch of lavender you only have to stamp in the one stamp. But it took me ages to realise the smaller stem of lavender is actually 2 stamps. And I did a bit of multi-tone stamping with it. So I'm going to show you what I did. So I do have the stamps mounted up. So I've got the bolder coloured stamp, and I need all my purples out. So I've got my Fresh Freesia, Highland Heather, Gorgeous Grape, and might have to move some stuff, and my Berry Burst, and I need my little daubers here. So I've got Highland Heather and Berry Burst. Okay, so I'm going to ink up this stamp first in some Fresh Freesia, so I didn't need a dauber for that one. And then I'm going to go in with my little dauber. So I've used daubers quite a bit on this card. Now I'm just going to go in and just add a little bit of the Highland Heather. And then with the Gorgeous Grape, which is my darker colour, so as it gets darker, I'm adding less and less of the colour. And then I'm literally just going to go in, and in a couple of spots, I'm adding some highlight of Berry Burst. And then I'm going to breathe on it because it reactivates the ink that you've sort of left there a little bit longer. So that's the first stamp, and you can see here you've got multi-tones of purples. Then the smaller stamp, so the one next to it, this one here, is the second stamp that you've got. And I'm just going to go in with Gorgeous Grapes. This is my darker purple, which, by the way, I do not really use Highland Heather and Gorgeous Grape very much at all. And I'm just going to go right over the top through the centre with the Gorgeous Grape. So that's how I... Oh, thanks for joining, Regina. You can catch the video later. Thank you very much. Have a lovely day. that's how I did the multi-toned stamping for that one. And I also added a little bit of Winker Stella through. So that was a lot of fun to do that. But you don't need 6, you only need 4 of that. So I just did an extra one to show you how that was done. But I probably shouldn't have closed those up because I do need those two. Because I want to show you one other thing, which to make my desk a little bit less messy, although I don't really need to bother too much. But I'm going to grab one of these Fluid 100 little cutouts and my aqua painter. Just going to bring a little bit of the Gorgeous Grape, pop it on my glass mat, and grab a water painter, and I'm just going to wet this whole piece, and then just going to add a little bit of colour, but I'm only adding it to the sort of the floral bits to the bottom half of them. And I'm just going to wash out my brush a little bit, and I'm going to bring in my chamois. Oh, I know, right, Jamie? I've just had to order myself another one because I'm running low, and that's dangerous and makes me feel very uncomfortable. So Jamie and I are talking about Winker Stella, which is the glitter pen. These are, you've made 105 3D swaps and gifts. Oh my goodness. I was thinking about making 30. Okay, so now I've got some Berry Burst, and I'm just going in and adding a little bit of Berry Burst to the tops. So I'm just gonna... Narelle, are you doing swaps for the artisan team? Like, I think I read on there that we were like swapping or something. I don't know if I read it wrong. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, like that's pressure. That's pressure. Okay, so I just added a little bit of Berry Burst to the top there. And don't mind me, I'm using the whole roll there. And Berry Burst is really pigmented. Yeah, I think I might have to make more than 30, Megan. I know, I totally am, Narelle, you know. I've got to get my use out of it. Oh, hey, Michaela. I think it's a good, there's lots of UK girls on here. So then I'm going to add some Lost Lagoon. Everyone's talking about their on-stage swaps, and everyone is making lots, and it's making me feel very disorganized. I think, what is it in a couple, like, I don't know, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, I'm not sure. Okay, so then I just add the Lost Lagoon. It dries a lot lighter. So that is how, and it was inspired by one I saw out of the catalogue. So I just saw a catalogue sample and it looked like it had been watercoloured. So I was just like, oh, that's a bit cute. So that's how I coloured those. But I thought, I'm not going to sit here and do them all live. So I thought I would do those ahead of time. But now we get to do the fun bit of assembling the bits and pieces inside the flower box. You made 50 swaps for on stage. You've not started. Oh well, that makes me feel better. I haven't even started thinking about going. There is a puppy with me, Megan. I don't know if he would. He's at my feet. I'll have to get him to say. I will. I don't know if he'd say hello. He's fast asleep. Okay, so then we'll start arranging. So, oh, I forgot a step. Okay. It's only Thor in here. Loki is out in the lounge room. Okay, so I'm just going to get these little pieces here. The dogs were like children this morning. And Elijah said I sounded like a school principal telling them off. They were really naughty. So I'm just getting I've been using this sponge daubers a lot today. This is another reason I love the glass mat, because you can just pick up that extra ink that's sitting there wasted. So I'm just adding some darker ink to the edges of these die cuts here. Just makes them look really nice and less flat. I don't think I would do something this intricate in 3D for a swap because it might take me too long, but I sort of wanted something that I could maybe sit and do in front of a Netflix binge watching session. That would be ideal. Okay, so that's that piece. Let's get all that away. Verity, I'm making this little pop-up flower box. So it's using the Perennial Lavender box, Lavender Suite. And yes, I am using my glass mat heaps, Narelle, just showing it off once again. And it makes this, making a fun pop-up flower box. I know, I haven't used it near enough. So then we're going to start arranging the these bits and bobs. So I'm just going to cut, some of them are a little bit too long, so I'm just going to cut. I went to town with the glue dots on this project, so I'm going to just come in and decide what's what, who's who in the zoo, and what you need to do kind of though is with this project, occasionally close it and make sure that they're not going to snag, because I miss, oh really Cheryl? Well, fingers crossed that you guys can snag. Do you know what? I've missed another step. You guys are so distracting. I'm just kidding. I've got to die cut these because we need these. Fingers crossed, it's not long until March and you guys can grab one, because they did say that they should, fingers crossed, have some available. Okay. Let's quickly whip these through Mini Blue. I love having a mini machine. I'm pretty sure that this Mini Blue one is still available, because I know that this was like a joining machine or something at one point, and I'm sure that it became a sale option. Okay, I was saying at the start that I'm not a purple person, and I actually didn't mind the colours in this one. I quite like it. I love your new space, Michaela. I have a room, but it's quite small. I have quite a small space because I quite enjoy having a compact space. I got used to it after having Elijah. Real. But I would love to. I don't know. I've been looking at some other options because I don't utilise my space very well. I need to have an IKEA shopping spree. You just have to spend a bit to make the shipping worthwhile here, because we don't have an IKEA, so we have to have it couriered over the waters. Anyone would think we live in a different country. Oh, you're not purple either. Oh, you know, I used to love purple, but now my favourite colour, I'm really into Pretty Peacock, Coastal Cabana. Look, if I had to choose favourites, it would be Pretty Peacock, Coastal Cabana, Lemon Lime Twist, probably. It's still in the box. Oh, Megan, do you know, because all my family are in the Logan area, so Logan Hyperdome and the Logan, or whatever it's called, IKEA I have visited many times. I didn't know I was pregnant actually. Well, no, I might have just known but didn't tell any family. and I went to sleep on an IKEA bed because it wasn't even supposed to sit on it, but I was so tired. Highland Heather goes well with Pretty Peacock, does it? My ink pad thing has faded. Oh yeah, it's not too bad actually, but that's not really representative of the actual colour because it's faded lots. I can't say that the labels do well with the test of time. They do fade, and I know, true. Very true. I was so tired when I was pregnant. I knew that I was tired when I was at a 3-day crafting convention, and I skipped and didn't even use the last 2 days of my ticket. I went home and went to sleep. Or I went back to my auntie's and went to sleep. It was in Brisbane at the convention centre or something, and I swear every time someone opened a bin, it didn't even have to be near me, I could smell it. I knew that I wasn't well when I skipped out on crafting. Okay, I'm almost done. I've got one more to go. Usually I do all the die cutting ahead, but I thought because I wanted to show that multi-toned stamping. Don't worry, I won't skip out on stage because there's definitely no babies happening. Only fur babies. Now, go back to where I was going. Now I can get my little lavender pieces. So I want to incorporate some into a little box here, and then I think I added a porta bed. Honestly, Megan, some days I need it. I think I spend more time asleep than I do awake. Okay, so then I'm just tucking in a whole variety, so I like to sort of spread it out and make a nice big montage of different florals. Oops, I've got a glue dot stuck to my finger. And then I'm going to have 2 of these little doodads. I try to make my live videos on a Friday become shorter, and then somehow they just become longer. Mind you, I have been rather obsessed with doing fun folds, so they're not really conducive to being short videos. But I hope you don't mind. I've been enjoying providing the PDFs and I think everyone's been enjoying those, so I'm just going to cut that down so I kind of get 2 pieces then. It's nice, and I get a nice full looking piece. And I'm going to tuck one of those paper butterflies in here too, so it's going to look quite nice. Tuck another lavender. So as you can see, I'm really using the glue dots here, so I'm just going to fold that shut again, make sure it's still folding shut. That's no problems at all, Verity. Sit next to me, I'll keep you awake. You're going to sit there and poke me. And then I'm going to add some of these cute little bright ones because I love those glittery. It's very quiet out there. The boys, I don't know if they've gone to bed or what they're doing. They're usually loud, and you guys have assured me that you cannot hear them, but I certainly usually can. And for some reason tonight, they're very quiet. Okay. How many pieces are I? Still got quite a bit left, but I need those for the front of the card. So they're for the front of the card. I don't need to overload it though, so perhaps that's enough. Okay, so then I need to find, I have my butterflies sitting here somewhere. I've just shoved them probably somewhere never to be found again, which is what happens on this desk, especially during a live video. Can you do the birdies? It's probably under the glass mat, to be honest. Oh, no. Okay. Let's have a look. I might have to get another one out of the packet. And then we'll find them after. I'm just going to get one of these little ones. And I'm not actually going to colour. I decided on not colouring the one that I'm going to tuck in here. I'm just going to leave it white. But I'm going to do is not stick it down. I'm going to actually fold the box shut to work out where it needs to go without causing any problems. So, because sometimes they catch. So I want to see if I can move it up a little bit. Oh, my stomach's rumbling. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is just fold that shut for a second and then grab my, I have lost my other take your pick. Oh, thanks, Kayla. I agree. Michaela's area is so organised and it just looks fun. I love watching craft space videos. Okay. There we go. Got little pieces everywhere now. Okay, so then I'm just going to put, I kept the sentiment very simple for the inside of the card, and I used one from the Perennial postage, and I just put thank you for your friendship, and I have stamped that in Berry Burst, but I'm wondering, on the original it was stamped in Berry Burst down in the corner. I'm wondering if I should, I'm thinking, I wonder what it would look like if I didn't stamp it in Berry Burst. Just, you know, be a pain and just change it up live. Hopefully that's clean enough. I'm feeling like I just wasn't entirely happy with the Berry Burst. And I actually probably would stamp this earlier on because you've done all of that work and then you're stamping. This is probably a bit dangerous. But still, that worked. So I've got Thank You for Your Friendship. I actually kind of enjoyed putting it on a slant, so it was like on an angle. But I've got Thank You for Your Friendship down the bottom. Yeah, so that was fun. And then the other bit on the inside that I have to quickly add is some butterflies, because I just thought that was a little bit cute. So I'm going to grab my glue. Believe it or not, the outside actually comes together pretty quickly because the inside is where the construction and all the work is. So I'm just adding a couple of these little cute butterflies. And then I'm going to add one. That's true. It would be nice heat embossed. Can you believe, I don't actually think I did heat emboss on this card. What's wrong with me? I usually heat emboss everything. Maybe I'll add butterfly down here on this one. I'll just add it there. Okay. Righty-o. So now we've got to do the close that up. Make sure all those pieces are good. Close it up, and then now we have to get our other, where did I put them? I'm losing everything. Okay, so I've got my 2 pieces of DSP. I just found the butterflies, I was stuck. Okay, so I've got 2 pieces of the DSP, which I chose the one I showed at the start, and I've got 2 layers of crumb cake. So I just want to adhere these down to the layers of crumb cake. This is such cute paper. I did add a little bit of spritzing with a pecan pie marker, just to match the inside. Can't really tell that much, just a little bit of something. Then I thought the actual original witch ribbon I am using, where did I pop it? This one is, I'm assuming it is in stock, because normally I wouldn't, I'm hoping it's in stock, because normally I wouldn't sit things on my desk, on my ribbon rack that weren't. But in saying that, I haven't gone through my stuff since the last catalogue retired, so it is a bit dangerous, but you got me checking now. It is in stock. Lost Lagoon bordered ribbon. So, yes, it's this one. So cute. I love the texture of it. So I've got that one, which I'm using. So I can't decide, because this one was quite busy on the front, and they were the 2 pieces I cut. Maybe I should do the busy piece on the back and do the more subtle piece on the front, because we're going to have our lavender. I'll stick, you let me know, should I go busy or not busy on the front? Let me know. Because I'm going to stick these little pieces down. So this little stem goes onto our little singular lavender. And I need to go back to the actual page. Not busy. Oh, look, Cheryl, you honestly know the catalogue, you know all the dates. You're onto it. It's one I don't have here. Well, you better put that on your order with the paper and the suite. So I stuck those down, and then I've got, what do I need? I need those two. Got a random butterfly going on there. Not busy, not busy. Oh, I think everyone's going for not busy. So in that case, we'll go with not busy. So, and then we can use the busy one on the back. Okay, so what we need to do is grab our ribbon and pull a piece. You can leave it attached to the roll, but we want to pop it in the centre of the card roughly and measure out a length with enough to tie a ribbon. So I'm going to say I've got about 60 centimetres, but I do tie rather large ribbons. So you don't have to. If you want a smaller ribbon, then you don't have to get a piece that big. But yeah, mine's about 60 centimetres. So I'm just going to let that sit there and grab my tear and tape. This is how I attach ribbon when I'm doing it like this. I just use the tear and tape to help stick that down. Just grab about 3 pieces. Turn that over. Use my finger to help hold that in place. Same thing, use the tear and tape to help hold that down. And then I'm going to grab my scissors, chop that off. And then I had to work out what was the front then. I'm just going to get some glue. And adhere this right over the top. And then turn this over. And I'm going to do the same with the busy pattern. The top of that ribbon, and that just lets that ribbon be hidden underneath that DSP. So now we've got that ribbon coming out the side there, and that's all hidden there like that. So now we can work on our little piece, and I'm going to use, where'd you get your glue container? Morning, Cindy. Oh, can you hear? Listen to him. Dreams. Makes me giggle. Oh, I'm so ridiculous sometimes. Oh, I stuck that on before I showed you how to put the... It's okay. Yes, sorry. I get obsessed with my puppy, doing puppy dreams. Sorry, I get these off Amazon. I know, Cheryl, isn't it funny when they do the little puppy dreams? So I get these off Amazon, and if you just look up fine tip glue bottle, they're pretty cheap, like they're a couple dollars, and I decanter some fine tip glue. Hello, Donna. Yes, so yes, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use the same ribbon again, but I've already got a piece here, but I'm going to show you what I did. So this stuff here, one of my favourite things to do is actually grab the ends and with my nail actually pull it apart. So most ribbons somewhat do this, and use these bits here. So I tend to pull it and pull it till I get enough length that I want, And so I actually have some here ahead of time. So I've got a few of these here, and I'm going to only need about probably that many. And I'm going to wrap them around my finger. It's probably not, oh, I've got glue on my finger. Don't you hate that when you get Tombow glue on your fingers? It's probably not as many as the last card, but there probably doesn't need to be as many. So generally what I would do is I would have put a staple. So before I adhered this down to cover my ribbon, I actually would have stapled that to the card. That's generally how I do adhere stuff like that. But because I'd already adhered it, this is probably going to be adhered with lavender over the top. So what I'm going to do is grab a glue dot. I know when I get ribbon, I do a bow tie check. So I see how it ties a bow, and I do a fray check. So I love checking those things, like how they fray, how they tie a bow. Okay, so I'm going to just adhere or work out where these pieces are going to go. So I'm going to layer those over the top of each other. Gosh, I'm getting hungry. I really should have eaten dinner. So I'm going to tuck these things in and work out where in the world they're going. I don't think I added any glitter there, but I'm going to, before I adhere these, my shaded spruce little pieces are going to go in here. So I do find, and I do recommend, definitely adhering these with the staple, because it does hold them in place a little bit better. These will stay once all the pieces are stuck over the top of them. But yes, it does. I find staples, honestly, are so good for adhering thread like this. Okay. So I'm going to get my glue and just add a little bit of glue to this piece here. I'm just going to stick I need to decide who to send a card like this to. Friday's takeaway night. Oh, you ordered pizza? Honestly, I'm craving a frappe. Okay. I wish I still drove. It's times like this where I want to be able to get in the car and drive and get myself something. Okay. I'm going to stick this one down because I know that I want him in that corner. And a touch of glue there. It's kind of just all about piecing it together now, and just I'm creating a little bit of a bouquet of lavender, really. I'm using, because I'm going to pop these two on dimensionals, so that's why I'm sort of using them as a bit of a guide. And the glue just takes a second to adhere down, so I reckon I should be right. So I'm going to just add a little bit of liquid glue to that side of the lavender, because I want to just overlap that lavender piece onto the bigger lavender there. And then I'm going to grab some dimensionals. I'm trying not to be lazy and use my full sheet. I'm trying to be good and use up this sheet. Otherwise I get lazy and hack into my full sheet. Oh, goodness. Because these are perfectly fine dimensionals. I'm just lazy. Okay. Just going to add that there. And then I've got some of these pieces, but I also am aware that I need to add in my sentiment, which is going to be on a scrap piece. And I'm doing it quite simply on some white in some Berry Burst. What flavour frappe? Oh, Verity, you do not have to do that. I need to re-ink this. I'm a shocker. I love frappes. They had salted caramel frappes, I think, but the frappe, oh, it needs re-inking, but that'll do. The half the time whenever I went there, the frappe machine wasn't working. I was like, oh, that's a sign that I do not need one. Oh, thanks, Jamie. Look, I said thank you. I didn't reject your compliment. Okay. I'm going to, oh, that's a scoring blade, not a cutting blade. I'm just going to trim out. Thor is getting antsy. He's waking up. He's like, give me some love. Give me some love. Okay. So Verity that's on here lives just behind me. Thor, you're going to have to wait, darling. She lives in the street just behind. There's a hop, skip and jump. Oh, do you want to be on the live video, Thor? Now you've woken up from your slumber. Okay, so I'm just going to pop this one. One side is going to be... I'm going to be lazy and use the full one for this because I want to... You're going to have to wait, mister. They're like children. So I have double stacked on one side and put one singular on this side. And the reason for that is because I want this to sit here, and I only use one because that's already dimensional, but this side is not dimensional, so it will need double stack to be the same height. Now, I'm going to quickly get a butterfly, and we're going to grab... What are you doing? What are you doing, you rummin'? What are you doing? You woke up from your puppy dreams. Oh, serious? So Thor is very vocal. He likes to sing. So I've just got a sponge dauber, and I'm lightly adding some Berry Burst. These are very fragile, by the way, so be very gentle with how you add colour to these. Oh, really? Really? What's up? Are you beautiful? So, something so cute is my doggies, so Thor and Loki. For those that don't know, I have 2 golden retrievers, and they're both going for a photo shoot on Sunday in the sunflowers. So the sunflower fields have come out, and my sister is a professional photographer, so I've booked the doggies in, and they're both going for a photo shoot in the sunflowers. I'm so excited. And yes, I do treat my dogs like humans. So I'm just going to added some Berry Burst ink to the edges, and now I'm adding some Winker Stella, and then I'm going to tuck in the butterfly at the top there. So I'm just going to add a little bit of glue. Oh, I didn't actually adhere that. I might just add a little bit of glue to that one. So I reckon Thor's woken up and he's like, where's my brother? Because Loki is out there somewhere. So he would be wanting his brother. So I know it's going to be so much fun, Cheryl. I can't wait to show the photos. So Elijah will be in some of them, but I wanted to get photos of the dogs and the sunflowers. So I've got this one left over, so I might have to cut the end and tuck this one in here too. So there's some beautiful they're dusk photos in the sunflower fields, and I'm very, very excited. If you're in Tassie and you want a good photographer, my sister's page is TL Photography. She does amazing photos. I don't know if that butterfly is just going to be too much, because we're still got to add some gems. Oh, whoa! I added, sorry. Oh, go with the glitter. I want some smaller splatters, not big ones. I added some rubbing alcohol to my Winker Stella to get more out of it. And heads up, when you do that, it does make it more runny. So the last bit I need is these little gems that come with the suite. And I'm going to add a little collection of them. I decided I'd mix up the colours, so I didn't go with all. I swear I just took that. Oh, it's on my finger. I didn't go with all one colour. I decided to mix up the colours. I do really like the lightest purple though. It's really cute. I'm not even sure what purples they are. I'd say it's Gorgeous Grape and Highland Heather. I don't know if I like it on there. It needs to go down there maybe. And I've got so much stuff all over my desk. Okay, so this one's got a lot less thread on it, but I actually quite like it because it's a lot less busy. Oh, look at you, Michaela. Michaela has tagged my sister's page. You are so good. Thank you, Michaela. You found it. Yeah, she's very cool, and she posted the sunflower thing this morning, I think. She yes, very, very cool. This would, what did she say? This would be a good swap. Not 98 more to make. I am not making 90. Megan, who would love, oh, Michaela, everyone says we look alike. I've got two sisters, and I honestly, I can't see the resemblance with us, but everyone says we do. Yes. Oh, wow. Jamie, no, Elijah will have pictures with the dogs, but I'm terrified of having my photo taken. I grew up in a family of photographers and people that love having their photos taken. I recently had professional photos taken with my family. So I do have some photos taken recently with my family, and I absolutely hate my photo being taken. So I'm just going to have my dog's photos taken, and my son will be in the photo. But yes, I had a lot of fun, and I will post the PDF hopefully tomorrow morning. But that's the metric measurements for the inside box piece of the card, and I've got all the measurements for the pieces that you need for the pieces. I'm making no sense now. But yes, I will have the PDF. Who wants to see Thor? You can see Thor. I don't know if Loki might be outside the door. Maybe that's why that. Come on, come here. Come here, boys. I will show you the puppies. I don't know what is going on with my phone. Come here, boys. He's not hungry, Megan. He's the boys are just. Come on, Loki, Thor, and look at my pajamas. I've got bananas on. Oh goodness, Loki, Thor. Look, they're running away from you. Loki, Thor, come here. Look. They've been whinging. Oh, look, they've bought toys. This is a typical retriever thing. Sit. Sit. Oh. So, yeah, they've been separated because Thor's been in here while I've been doing the live video. And so now they're reunited, and so they're being silly. But, yes, they're my babies. They are my babies. So, yes, they're going to have their photo shoot, and they are beautiful. They are beautiful, but they're very needy, and they're stepping all over the paper on the floor. But surprisingly, I will actually. I was going to show you. You got to see a sneak peek of me in my pajamas. I was going to show you. Where did I put it? I have sneak peeks of something. Oh, they're here. They're here. I did have a sneak peek because I used the. Oh, it just fell off the card. I will show you a sneak peek. I have not photographed these cards yet, but you can see a sneak peek of my online stamping retreat projects because I haven't photographed them. So this is the one I was padding. I don't know which one I was padding. So these are my online stamping retreat projects, but I'm going to show you quick because I haven't photographed them. I will share these soon. They're all fun folds. So this one, oh goodness. This one's kind of like a nifty, So this was the online stamping retreat that I did with Kylie, Bruno, Lisa, and the one without the bone. Yes, that was the baby. Look how fun and glittery that is. And I did, this was actually the one I was thinking of because this has that little tag that is from the Perennial postage. So I didn't realise, but that cuts the hole, and this does a little reinforcer. And I didn't realise. I love it. It's cute. It does a little tag top. So that was one of the cards too. It's sort of hard to really explain how dimensional that is. But this is also the postage tag. I don't know what you call them, but little postage stamp dies. And which one did I miss? I've got, this one. I will show you, but I've got to photograph it. Megan, I took a picture and I will send it to you because I sent it to Kylie. I needed more than coffee to do this because I used so much sweet sorbet cardstock because I clearly hadn't had enough coffee to make the pop-up. Yes, Megan is right. They're still available to purchase if you missed out on signing up for online stamping retreat. So you can still do all of these tutorials. I posted it the other day, but I can post the link again. Yes, so this one, you ready? the boxes pop out. But, so these boxes flatten and then pop open. But there's quite a knack to it. And I just had not had a coffee. Like, I don't know what I was doing. But, yes. So when you actually open the box, it sort of, they pop out. But, yeah, some days where you just shouldn't be doing measuring and cutting. That was one of those days. So that was fun. But, yeah, I've got to photograph all those and show them up close. But that was what I was going to show you a sneak peek of. So, yes, I hope you had fun seeing how to make this pop-up box card and pop-up flower box. And do you think it would take 3 pop-up boxes, Michaela? I think Kylie showed it. I will see if I can show you slide on. I'm pretty sure Kylie showed that it would take 3 because I reckon, yes, Megan said yes. I think it does. And trust me, Megan, you have to see her examples, like her extra projects. She does the coolest stuff with her pop-up boxes with extra stuff. It's so cool. Oh, thanks, Jamie. So I will have the PDF up, and I also, before I forget, will be back on live, but only on my VIP group tomorrow night. So if you aren't a member of my VIP group, I'm not sure if I can quickly, because I'm so organised, I will just quickly link it. I will only be live, not on this page, but only on the VIP group tomorrow. So everyone is welcome. Rebecca, the online stamping retreat is only available to order through Kylie and Bruno and Lisa. Well, it's available to order through... I'll put the link up. Oh, Rebecca, you can definitely watch the replay. I made a fun card. Okay, so I just popped up both links. So tomorrow I will be live on the Stamping VIP group for mine. And so you have to join that group to go and watch that live. And then I also just popped up the retreat for Kylie and Bruno's online stamping retreat. It's available for purchase only for a limited time. I don't know how long. They've only opened the vault for a short period of time. So you can purchase that retreat and any of the past ones as well. So a lot of people asked me how to make I don't know if I have any of them with me because I might have given them all away actually. Because everyone's been asking me to make them. But those dual pop-out cards that I've been making, and also this one was one of Kylie's retreat cards that is part of her past retreats. So this one's a pop-up card as well. So you get to make amazing stuff like this in the online stamping retreats. So all of the past retreats are available for purchase. So definitely pop to that link to check them out because I have heaps of fun, heaps of the cards. This one, I think, was an online stamping retreat card. So cool. So yeah, I have loads of fun. Yes, it is in US dollars. Cheryl's right. Okay, I better go because I'm going to go and spend some time with the boys and chill out and clean up this desk. Yes, it was a Bruno card. Wasn't it cool? I loved the pirate ship. Clearly I love it because I haven't given it away. So I will catch you guys all soon. Thanks for popping along and I hope to see some of you tomorrow. The boys are making such a noise underneath here. I hope to catch some of you tomorrow in the VIP group. Oh, Elijah can say hi. You can wave. I won't put him on because he's in his underwear. You should, can I show your face? Can I show your face?
Fine.
because he's had his hair cut, and honestly, if you saw him, he hasn't had his hair cut all summer, and honestly, it was like a mop. Say hello.
Hi.
Say hi. Say he went a whole summer without having his hair cut, and he only had it cut today. And say, I'm 10 now. Say, thank you for the birthday, love. You're going to say thank you?
Thank you.
Apparently undies are the new pyjamas. You just came to steal my mineral water, didn't you? Okay, well, I will catch you guys all. I know he is very grown up, isn't he? Okay, guys, I'll catch you guys all tomorrow if I see you then. Otherwise, I'll see you next week. Bye, guys.